Welcome back everyone, this is English course coming up with another PowerPoint tutorial, this time about designing a 3D beautiful logo. Without further ado, let's dive into it and find this out together. Some people might think that designing such a beautiful logo is impossible or difficult in PowerPoint. In this tutorial, I can prove that's super easy. At first, you need to have a profile name or a title for your logo. For this logo, it stands for Design in PowerPoint. So we have two letters, D for Design and P for PowerPoint. Now we can get started. Let's start with the letter D. Insert a text box in a new blank slide. Let's increase the font size for the letter and choose the font type. Okay. In this logo, we are going to make use of this letter only. Of course, we need to make some changes to get separate shapes. In this case, I'll change the shape of the letter. Go Insert Shapes, choose Rectangle, drag it over the letter D so that it covers this part. Let's drag it down a bit. Now we are going to transform the letter D into two separate shapes. Select the text box, then the rectangle. The Shape Format tab is active now, so we click Merge Shapes. Let's go over these options. We have Union, Combine, Fragment, Intersect, and Subtract. So which one do you think is the best? Here we simply choose Fragment, which is the best choice to get two shapes. Again, select the text box, then the rectangle, go Merge Shapes, and choose Fragment. As you notice, we have divided the letter D into two shapes. We don't need this. Let's delete it. We still need to make another simple change so that when we combine the two shapes, we get the letter P. Let's go Insert Shapes. Choose a rectangle, then drag it so that it covers a small part of this shape. In this case, we are going to cut the covered part, go in Merge Shapes, and this time choose Subtract. Just like that. Now we've got two shapes making up the letter P. Let's get another copy by pressing Ctrl A, then Ctrl D. Now we are going to work on the letter D. Let's flip the two shapes. Then move the letter D to the left. Let's group the shapes by selecting plus Ctrl G. After that, we place the shapes standing for the letter D over the letter P. Before adding more effect or making other changes, we need to use a different color for D. Let's choose light blue, just to make the different shapes easy to recognize. For the letter D, we need to cut this part that appears over the letter P. If we have a look again at our logo, we only need this part. So we go Insert Shapes, choose a rectangle. To cut this part using the option Subtract, let's place the rectangle exactly over the part we are going to cut, just like that. Make sure you select the D shape, then the rectangle. Go Merge Shapes and choose Subtract. Here it is, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now the D shape is ready as well. We just need to move it downward a little bit and leave some space in between. Let's move this too. Now we have a flat logo. Before adding the 3D effects, press Ctrl A, then Ctrl G to group the two shapes. Now, so that the shapes become 3D, select all, go to Shape Format, and choose Shape Effects. You can try the different effects before deciding on the best effect. Okay. This one seems perfect for our shape. To add 3D effects, go to Format Shape on the right, Shape Options, and make some changes by decreasing the width and height. Then choose the best material and lighting option for our shape. By the way, this didn't work, and the shape direction isn't exactly the same as in the original one. It didn't work simply because you just selected the shapes without grouping them. Let's do it now. Press Ctrl A to select all the elements, then hit Ctrl G to group them. Go to Shape Format one more time, choose Shape Effect, then apply 3D Effect. Let's first check the 3D rotation and see how our logo looks like in this position. You can increase or decrease the rotation. The white line that appears on the edges of the shape can be removed by decreasing the outline to 0, just like that. It's time to change the color of the shapes. Now the finishing touches of our beautiful logo. Go to Format Shape. Let's decrease the width and height. In this tab, we can add the final effect. You can check the number of points in each section. Let's add more light to it. The rotation is okay. We can even change color and save many duplicates of this beautiful logo. Here we are, we have come to the end of this tutorial. Hope you find this interesting. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.